Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, a legacy of legends, the Manchester United Academy. It's a conveyor belt of talent that has consistently produced some of the most exciting and decorated footballers this country has ever seen. From the tragedy of the Busby Babes to the triumphs of Fergie's fledglings, the spirit of youth and a commitment to attacking football has always flowed through the veins of this club. Now we could spend all day talking about the legends who have graced the hallowed turf of Old Trafford, but today we're diving deep into the academy, ranking the top 25 players to emerge from within those very walls. And just to be clear, we're talking about players who've come through the academy ranks here, not those who joined United later in their careers. So, as much as we love Brian Robson, Cristiano Ronaldo, Dennis Law and Eric Cantona, they'll have to settle for a place on their respective academy lists at West Brom, Sporting Lisbon, Huddersfield and Auxerre. First up, we have the young Argentine, Alejandro Garnacho. This lad has burst onto the scene recently, showing glimpses of genuine brilliance. He's got pace to burn, a bag of tricks that would make even the most seasoned defender nervous, and an eye for goal that suggests he could be a real star of the future. At just 19 years old, he's already making a name for himself in the first team, and if he can keep his head down and continue to develop, there's no telling how far he can go. He's certainly one to watch for the future. Next, we have another exciting young talent, Mainoo. He might be young, but this lad plays with a maturity and composure that belies his tender years. He's a midfield maestro in the making, with a fantastic range of passing, a keen eye for a killer ball, and the ability to dictate the tempo of a game. Mainoo is already being used as a regular starter for the first team, and it is something that we also see happening at international level. He's got all the attributes to become a top player. Now let's talk about Paul Pogba, a player who needs no introduction. He might have taken a somewhat unconventional route to fulfilling his potential at Old Trafford, having left for Juventus before returning for a then world record fee, but there's no denying the impact he had. He might divide opinion amongst fans, but when he's on song, he's a joy to watch. A World Cup winner with France, Pogba's combination of physicality, flair and eye for the spectacular made him a truly unique talent. Marcus Rashford, a local lad done good. From one academy graduate who has gone on to divide fan opinion to another, it's Marcus Rashford. Now, Rashford is a player who at one point was truly the embodiment of the spirit of Manchester United. He was a local lad, living the dream, having come through the ranks and established himself as one of the most exciting forwards in world football. When he plays well, you see he's got pace to burn, can finish with either foot, and has a knack for scoring big goals in big games. But perhaps more importantly, he has tried at times to be a role model off the pitch as well, using his platform to speak out on important social issues. David Gaskell was a Busby Babe who, fortunately, did not travel with the team at the time of the Munich air disaster. He did, however, play for the Reds in the games immediately after the incident. Gaskell made 96 appearances for United, including playing in the 1963 FA Cup final victory against Leicester City. Bill Foulkes, a true Red Devil. Another Busby Babe who survived the Munich air disaster and went on to enjoy a long and successful career with Manchester United was Bill Foulkes. A tough tackling defender who was never afraid to put his body on the line, Foulkes was a mainstay of the United defence for over a decade. He made over 700 appearances for the club, winning 4 league titles, the FA Cup and the European Cup. A true one-club man, Foulkes epitomised the spirit and determination that Manchester United is built on. Johnny Evans, Mr. Reliable at the back. Now let's talk about a more recent defensive stalwart, Johnny Evans. He might not be the flashiest player, but he's a model of consistency and reliability. He reads the game so well, is strong in the tackle, and rarely puts a foot wrong. Evans was a key part of several Premier League title-winning sides, and even won the Champions League with United in 2008. He's a true professional who always gives his all for the shirt. Mark Robins, the man for the big occasion. Now, let's talk about a player who might not have enjoyed the same longevity as some of the others on this list, but who certainly made his mark at Old Trafford, Mark Robins. He's perhaps best remembered for scoring that goal against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, a goal that many believe saved Sir Alex Ferguson's job. But Robins was more than just a one-goal wonder. He was a clinical finisher who always seemed to pop up with important goals, a true fox in the box. Darren Fletcher, the engine room general. Next up, we have Darren Fletcher, a player who epitomised what it meant to wear the Manchester United shirt. He might not have been the most naturally gifted player, but he made up for it with his incredible work rate, determination and tactical discipline. Fletcher was the engine room of that great United side, breaking up opposition attacks and keeping the ball ticking over. A true leader on the pitch, he was a key figure in United's success during his time at the club. John O'Shea, the utility man. Now let's talk about Mr. Versatile, John O'Shea. He could play anywhere across the back four, in midfield, and even filled in as a goalkeeper on one memorable occasion. He was a manager's dream, always willing to put the team first and never letting anyone down. O'Shea was a key member of the squad for over a decade, winning numerous trophies during his time at the club. Phil Neville, a true professional. Next, we have Phil Neville, another player who enjoyed a long and successful career at Old Trafford. A tenacious and versatile player, Neville could operate effectively at left back or in central midfield. He was also known for his consistency, work rate and tactical discipline. Neville was a key member of the treble-winning side of 1999 and went on to win numerous other trophies during his time at the club. Nicky Butt, from midfield enforcer to academy head. Now, let's talk about Nicky Butt, a tough-tackling midfielder who was the heart and soul of the Manchester United midfield for many years. He was the epitome of a box-to-box midfielder, breaking up opposition attacks and driving forward with purpose. Butt was a key member of the treble-winning side of 1999 and went on to enjoy a successful career at Newcastle United before returning to Old Trafford in a coaching capacity. He's clearly passionate about developing young talent and passing on the Manchester United ethos to the next generation. Wes Brown, a towering presence at the back. Next we have Wes Brown, a powerful and athletic defender who was a mainstay of the Manchester United backline for over a decade. He was strong in the air, quick across the ground and read the game exceptionally well. Brown was a key member of several Premier League title-winning sides and also tasted Champions League glory with United in 2008. He was a popular figure at Old Trafford, known for his committed displays and never-say-die attitude. Sammy McIlroy, the Northern Ireland magician. Now let's go back in time to a true Manchester United legend, Sammy McIlroy. A diminutive but incredibly gifted midfielder, McIlroy was a joy to watch, gliding past opponents with ease and creating countless chances for his teammates. He was a key member of the United side that won the FA Cup in 1977, scoring a memorable goal in the final against Liverpool. McIlroy was capped 88 times by Northern Ireland, a testament to his exceptional talent and standing in the game. Norman Whiteside, the teenage prodigy. Next, we have another player who burst onto the scene at a young age, Norman Whiteside. A powerful and skillful forward, Whiteside made his Manchester United debut at the age of just 16, becoming the youngest player to represent the club in the process. He went on to enjoy a successful career at Old Trafford, winning 2 FA Cups and scoring the winning goal in the 1985 final against Everton. Sadly, his career was cut short due to injury, but he's still fondly remembered by United fans for his exciting and dynamic style of play. Duncan Edwards, the boy who could have been anything. Now we come to a player who is widely regarded as one of the greatest talents English football has ever produced, Duncan Edwards. A powerful and skillful midfielder, Edwards possessed all the attributes to become a true legend of the game. He made his Manchester United debut at the age of just 16 and went on to win 2 league titles before his career was tragically cut short at the age of 21 in the Munich air disaster. It's impossible to say what Edwards might have achieved had he lived, but there's no doubt that he was a special talent who left an indelible mark on the game. Nobby Stiles, the toothless terrier. Next we have Nobby Stiles, a tenacious and combative midfielder who was a key member of both Manchester United and England's greatest ever sides. He was known for his tireless running, tough tackling and surprisingly good ball control for a player of his stature. Stiles was a key member of the United side that won the European Cup in 1968, famously dancing a jig on the Wembley turf with the trophy in his hands. He was also a key member of England's World Cup winning side in 1966. Gerard Piqué, the Catalan Wall. Now let's talk about Gerard Piqué, a player who might have made his name at Barcelona but who actually started his career at Manchester United. A ball-playing centre-back with exceptional technical ability, Piqué was always destined for the top. He returned to his boyhood club Barcelona after 4 years at Old Trafford and went on to win everything there is to win in the game. He might not have fulfilled his potential at United, but there's no denying his quality and achievements in the game. Mark Hughes, a true striker's instinct. Next, we have Mark Hughes, a powerful and clinical striker who was a constant threat to opposition defences during his 2 spells at Manchester United. He was known for his strength, aerial prowess and lethal finishing ability. Hughes won 2 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups and a European Cup Winners' Cup during his time at Old Trafford. He also enjoyed a relatively successful managerial career after hanging up his boots. Gary Neville, the captain, the leader, the legend. Now, let's talk about one of the most decorated players in Manchester United history, Gary Neville. A tenacious and passionate right-back, Neville was a one-club man who epitomised the spirit and determination of Manchester United. He was a born leader, captaining the side for many years and inspiring his teammates with his never-say-die attitude. Neville won 8 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups and 2 Champions League titles during his illustrious career at Old Trafford. David Beckham, global icon and set-piece specialist. Next, we have David Beckham, a global icon and one of the most recognisable faces in the history of the game. A supremely talented midfielder with a wand of a right foot, Beckham was renowned for his pinpoint passing, spectacular free kicks and trademark crosses. He was a key member of United's treble-winning side of 1999 and went on to win numerous other trophies during his time at Old Trafford. Beckham's global appeal transcended the sport, making him one of the most marketable athletes on the planet. Now, let's talk about Paul Scholes, a player widely regarded as one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. A supremely gifted passer of the ball with an exceptional range of passing and a keen eye for goal, Scholes was the complete midfielder. He was a key member of United's unprecedented success under Sir Alex Ferguson, winning 11 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups and 2 Champions League titles. Scholes was a true one-club man who let his football do the talking, and he will forever be remembered as one of the finest players to ever wear the Manchester United shirt. Now we come to a true Manchester United icon, George Best, a supremely gifted winger with incredible balance, close control and an eye for the spectacular. Best was one of the most exciting players the game has ever seen. He won 2 league titles and a European Cup with United, famously scoring twice in the 1968 final against Benfica. Off the pitch, Best's good looks and flamboyant lifestyle made him a global superstar. Next, we have Ryan Giggs, the most decorated player in Manchester United history. A lightning-fast winger with incredible dribbling skills and a keen eye for goal, Giggs was a nightmare for defenders for over 2 decades. He won an incredible 13 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and 2 Champions League titles during his long and illustrious career at Old Trafford. And finally, we come to the man who many consider to be the greatest Manchester United player of all time, Sir Bobby Charlton. A true icon of the game, Charlton was a complete footballer who possessed exceptional passing range, a thunderous shot and a never-say-die attitude. He was a key member of England's World Cup winning side in 1966 and won 3 league titles and a European Cup with Manchester United. Charlton survived the Munich air disaster and went on to become the club's all-time leading goal scorer, a record that stood for over 40 years. He is a true legend of the game and an inspiration to us all. So there you have it, the 25 greatest players to have graduated from the Manchester United Academy. From the tragedy of the Busby Babes to the global stardom of David Beckham, from the midfield mastery of Sir Bobby Charlton to the goal-scoring exploits of Paul Scholes, these players have all left an indelible mark on the club and the beautiful game. The theatre of dreams has witnessed an abundance of talent grace its hallowed turf over the decades, and the future continues to look bright with the likes of Garnacho and Mainoo waiting in the wings. The legacy of the Manchester United Academy is secure, and the production line of talent shows no signs of slowing down. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Football Sphere for more top content, and let us know in the comments who your favourite Academy graduate is. Until next time, take care.